Well, good afternoon and welcome to Business Owner Interview Series. My name is Gonzalo Herrera with Action Coach, Business Coaching. And the purpose of this series of interviews is to put a spotlight on some of our local businesses so they can tell us their story. And so the audience can learn more about them. Today, I have the pleasure of having with me Brandy Brewer from Fastestlabs. Hi, Brandy. How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. Like I said before, the intention here is not to sell you anything. It is to, again, put the spotlight on your business so you can tell your story. When we're done, I'll post this video in my social media, and obviously you can do the same. So let's just go ahead and get started. Brandy, why don't you tell us about your business?
We offer a complete range of drug, alcohol, and DNA testing. It's fast, it's accurate, it's very affordable, utilizing urine, saliva, blood, breath, hair, nails, anything you can think of, we'll test it.
Very nice. So how long have you been in business, Brandy?
This location has been here for 6 years, but I took over ownership 2 years ago after retirement.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. So let me ask you something. Who do you serve? Who is your, like we call the target audience for you? Who is that for you?
Right. So we offer business to business, DOT companies, law firms, business service companies, private testing, small to medium-sized businesses. Really anybody is our ideal customer.
Okay, then yeah, maybe we can have a bit of a conversation later on this, because sometimes I know you have a broad audience, but sometimes it's better to focus on some. So I don't know, maybe we can talk a little more about that later.
Sure.
Let me ask you something. What has been, of course, the topic, right, called COVID-19? What has been the greatest impact that COVID-19 has had on your business?
Right. The largest impact really has been our business to consumer customers, meaning the personal tests, but certainly our business service companies have taken a large step. At this point, we're just really grateful to be open and operating and available for testing.
Were you open through the whole 6-8
We
weeks?
were. Yep. We kept our regular business hours. If we're not providing drug testing, nobody's working. So we wanted to make sure our companies and customers knew we were here for them.
Okay. So with
So
this,
didn't change my hours.
okay, good, good. So through COVID-19 and the impact that it's had on you, what one or two actions did you have to take um, to fight it, if you would, and how has that
Right.
worked for you?
We are typically open Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
So Saturdays and Sundays, we would typically offer after-hour services at a fee. We've been providing those Saturday and Sunday appointments free of charge so that we can continue to keep industry moving, give people ample opportunity based on their schedule to be able to get in here and get a test. And then basically we are, through the rest of May, we're going to go ahead and continue to offer that.
Really,
Saturday and
that's
Sunday
nice.
availability without the cost.
That's a nice service. And let me ask you something that I maybe should have asked at the beginning. Fastest Labs is a franchise, correct?
Yes, we are a franchise,
You are a
all
franchise.
independently owned and operated. So we're here in Cincinnati. We are in Dayton. We are in Columbus. There's a location in Louisville now, brand new. There's over 50 locations across the country.
Okay, good. Thank you. So here's an interesting question. It's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes, but
Mhm.
wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I know you've had this location, this franchise, for the last couple of years, but even so, is there something that you can, some advice that you can give to maybe some people thinking of going into their own business or just starting, something that maybe you can look back and say, man, if I would have known that when I started, it would have made a difference. Any advice you can give?
I'd say two things. Number one, if you are going into business and you are not from an accounting background, make sure that you take lots of training in, for example, QuickBooks. Make sure that you are ready to handle that. And then the second and probably most important thing is research and ask other businesses or even your CPA about filings, whether it be local, state, or federal, that you are going to be facing. Because I was in business for over a year before I knew what a PAT filing was, and actually ended up having to pay just a small amount of late fee because I did not have it done on time.
Mhm. I hear what you're saying, Brandy, because some of these filings I have experienced myself. I didn't know some things that I had to learn in a hurry. Yes, very good advice.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. So, second to last question. I have all your information, and I'll put it on in a second, about your location, your website, all of that. But is there anything else that you would like to tell us, or any other offer, or anything else that you want to make sure that people know?
Sure. I am about 2 weeks away from offering the COVID antibody test. It is not the COVID-19 test that you take to confirm that you have it. It's the test you take to confirm if you have the antibodies, meaning that you may have been exposed or had it in the past. But so we'll be offering that very, very soon, just waiting for the shipment to come in.
Interesting. So you said about 2 weeks?
Yeah. Retail cost for that is going to be about $50, so a fairly inexpensive test. And we are going to offer it to companies as well as individuals. If we go on site to do it at companies, we'll obviously do that at a discount because we'll be doing multiple tests. But
Sure.
excited to be offering that and hoping it helps put some folks at peace.
Will there be information like on the website as we're getting closer to confirm when it is, what date?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll start advertising the moment. I don't want to advertise until the kits are here.
Sure.
They are FDA approved, regulated, just waiting on them to get through, shipped to the vendor so that they can ship them to me.
Okay, very good. That's great information, Brandy. So last question. During this time, I would say maybe the last 2 months, we have seen a lot has happened, right? And we have seen some bad out there, but we also have seen some greatness, some very inspiring things from our community.
Right.
What would you say is the most inspiring thing to you today?
I have to say that if you're watching the news or if you're getting on Facebook, there's so much negativity out there amongst people interacting. In the real world where the rest of us live, the level of kindness that I've seen as people pull together and try to help anybody that's been struggling has really been an inspiration to me and a reminder that human nature really is good.
Yes, well said, Brandy. And it's interesting. I've done a few of these interviews, and I think most people go that way. We've seen some bad, but I think the compassion and people helping out there has been much more than the bad we have seen.
Absolutely. My business network has been amazing. And it's been amazing, not only for me, but to see them helping each other.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I agree. Well, Brandy, this is it. I would like to thank you very much for taking the time. Tell us a bit about Fastestlabs. We really appreciate it. I'm glad people can get to see what you do. And like I told you before, I'll just post this out there in my social media for people to know your story. So thank you very much. And if you watching out there, you own a business and you would like to be in this series of interviews, please contact me. My information is there. I'll be happy to talk to you, and we'll take it from there. Brandy, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.